Welcome to the Introduction to EndNote 20 video series. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a library in EndNote 20. So when you open up EndNote 20 for the first time after you install it, it may prompt you to create a library. If it doesn't automatically prompt you to create a new library, all you have to do is click File up in the upper left-hand corner, and from there click New. And what that'll do is it'll ask you where you would like to save your new library. You will want to make sure to save your library on the hard drive of your computer. Do not save an EndNote library on a shared drive, and this includes shared network drives as well. For whatever reason, EndNote does not play nice with shared drives. So if you were to save an EndNote library on any sort of shared drive, it's going to result in your library becoming corrupted. So make sure to always save your EndNote library somewhere on the hard drive of your computer. So here I'm just going to save it onto my desktop so it's easy to access. And from there you can just give it a name. We'll call ours Example Library. And then we're going to click Save. And that should open up your library in a new window right here. So I'm going to exit out of that old library I had open. Right, so now the first thing I want to show you is when you create an EndNote library, it'll show up in whatever location you had saved it, and it will actually create two different files every time you create a new library. So the first file is your ENL library. This is what you double click to access your library. So if I just double click it, it'll just open up that new EndNote library that we just created. The second file type that it'll create is this data folder. The data folder is what makes your EndNote library work. So you likely won't actually access the contents of this library very often. Just know that this is pretty much the memory of your library. Now, the thing to keep in mind is you'll always want to keep these two files together. So do not delete your data folder. And also, if you're moving it to a new location, make sure you keep the two files together because this is what makes your EndNote library work. So for example, I'm just going to create a new folder right here. If you were to move your ENL file over here, and then not move your data folder, when you try to open up that EndNote library, it actually won't open. It'll give you this error that it can't find the data folder, and thus it can't accurately open up your EndNote library. So whenever you move your library, make sure to move that data folder with it, because then you should be able to open up your library just fine. All right, another thing to keep in mind too is if you ever want to rename your EndNote library, you'll have to rename your data folder as well. So for example, if I name this example 1 library and try to open it up, it'll also give you that error as well. So if I wanted to open up that library instead, I'd have to also rename this data folder to example 1 library, just like that ENL file, and also keep that data label at the end. And then it should open up that library just fine. So just remember, always keep those two files together, and if you ever change the name of one of them, make sure to change the name of the other file type as well. Thanks for watching. For additional information or support, visit the eVeling Library website at https://eveling.library.wisc.edu and click the Help button in the upper right-hand corner of the page for assistance.